We got a second quarter here going on. Are you ready to jump into this?
Absolutely.
All right, let's just jump right into it. It's all tied up, 22 apiece. And I'm teammate Latrans, Coyote in the court, and I'm joined in the commentary booth with Alan Foster, who he's been here the entire game, everyone. Entire game. I'll do some creative editing afterwards or something, I guess.
Oh, yes, the studio magic.
There's the inbound. Jung with the rock. The Archaeopteryx bringing it up. Man, I can actually say that word now.
Pass. Archaeopteryx, it's not that hard.
It took me forever, okay? Some words, I can do some words easy, some are tougher.
How about axolotl?
Jung. Beautiful job, throw it cross court with the three, it's good!
Now, the Moonshiners were getting nervous at the end of the last quarter because Totems really came back with a vengeance. I think we're going to see a lot of big plays from the Moonshiners early on here and some really solid defense. They need to recapture that lead.
Oh, you're falling right into it, Alan. I love it. Thank you so much. Holly Barker hitting that three ball. Beautiful job to bring Tennessee up by 3. Edmonton 22, Tennessee 25. Inside, Murky. Hop step. Inside, block from behind by Griff Rasputin. High pass, the fast break. Jung already at the baseline, but she's guarded. Kazanishi able to stop her from getting too close to the hoop. Hand off. Butler from 3. Wallace Butler with the 3 ball.
Somebody get that boy some mackerel.
Son of a gun. Looks like he had one of his feet on the line because the ref's only awarding him 2. It's Edmonton 22, Tennessee 27. But that long ball wide open. Beautiful job by Wallace Butler to be assertive and take the bucket and get his mackerel. Cho Sung-hwa, the foo dog. He's sacrificing his body for that layup. Threw his entire weight down on the floor. That's a little earthquake right there from the big Korean. Tennessee calls a timeout. Alan, what have you been up to? I am so sorry for your Santa Ana Spectrums. They did so well this year.
You know what? I'm not sorry at all because those boys played their hearts out. They did absolutely amazing. That was the team's best season ever, and I got to be there for it. And, you know, it didn't all come together in that last game, but these guys were exhausted. I mean, 21 games.
Oh, it was... Gosh, I can't imagine what it must have been like between the matches. Those guys must have just been sleeping so much. What an exhausting schedule.
You know, we got Annika Young back in. She's been a really driving force in this this Moonshiners game here because she's always been in control.
Referee Sputin taking a shot from outside of his range, 20 feet, no good from the big bear. Thiessen now with the rock, bringing it up after the rebound from Clyde Murky. Getting his paws on the floor for the first time in these finals. Pass inside, Murky back to the basket. Turnaround from the kennel. Back of the iron, no good. But it's tapped in. Beautiful job by Cho Sung-hwa to get the tap in after Jung had got it in her wings. Cho Sung-hwa slipping it right out of her hands and into the net. Butler! Wallace Butler with the windmill dunk!
And that is exactly how you come back from, you know, a play that you almost blocked and you just say, you know what? Hey, Totems, this is ours now.
Edmonton calls a timeout. They are as stunned as I am. Wallace Butler, the rookie who has been so quiet in these playoffs, just opened up with a long 2 and now delivers the first windmill. What did he eat this morning? Clearly he got enough mackerel.
Well, one of the other things is, now we're in the finals, so these players are going to go all out. I mean, there's not much left to go. You get to do these great, huge plays because you don't have to worry about how many more games you have to play after this, really.
That's a good point there. This is everything, but this is the last bit, so might as well throw it all out there. Caracal trying to get around Jung. Those wings are out, though. Caracal swatted down. Paul Terranura delivers. The rejection and the shot clock violation will send the ball the other way. Moonshiners ball.
I know a lot of people are really excited to see Rocky Caracal versus Paul Terranura, but their size, they're not a very good matchup. I mean, Rocky's got the speed, but once PT's in close, his speed doesn't mean much at all.
Yeah, it's a very different game from those two. Moonshiners driving in, no good on the basket though, but draws the foul. That's on Verstrekiel, his second personal, and that will put Holly Barker at the line for 2.
And like I was saying, because these players are just putting it all out there, we're seeing a lot more fouls than usual. It's really intense. Each team just wants to shut down the other. So I hope these teams don't get overzealous and foul out, because that could be a huge problem. That could actually be a game-deciding factor.
Very true. Holly Barker hits the first of two. And the boxer from Virginia makes it a two-possession game. Edmonton 26, Tennessee 30, and she's got a chance to spread out by one more. Scott Parsons coming back onto the floor.
I think that's actually a pretty wise move, because he'll bring a lot of organization in.
That's a good point. I think that bringing in the starting point guard, you want to do that at times when your team needs a little bit of reorganization here. Totems lost a little bit of momentum here coming into the start of the second. Hopefully Parsons can bring the team back. Parsons isolating, Annika Jung guarding. He's in the deep woods. Carrickle running all the way around that kennel. Handoff to Hicks. Oh, goodness! Barry Carpenter got a little bit too excited there. Ends up bowling over Lenny Hicks. Man, that is a collision. The big beaver just takes out the coy dog, puts him on his tail. That's a foul for Barry.
It's definitely an ugly play there. I don't really know what Barry was thinking in that one.
Stolen! Oh. Annika Jung with the steal. 1-1, and Annika Jung gets the layup.
That was absolutely gorgeous. There's nobody in her way. She just ran all the way down. And just light little hop skip, put it up, and down it goes.
Archaeopteryx able to outpace the defense there. By the time she was at the hoop, there was nothing but for her to do but a layup. Renee Fiora, no good from 22. Recovered by Barry Carpenter, going the other way, and the Moonshiners with a chance to extend their lead. It's already Edmonton 26, Tennessee 33, 8.5 minutes in the second. Jung curling around the woods, gets to the baseline, guarded by Fastrikiel. Not a good matchup for her. Has to bounce pass it out, back into the woods. Barker, behind the back dribble, hand over to Jung, running out of time. Jung going to be forced to take that shot in front of Fastrikiel. No good, but it's recovered by Paul Terranura. What a rebound. Kick out to Butler, back to Jung, pump fake from the woods. She drives inside. Two behind the back dribbles, puts up the shot, tough shot, no good, but she draws a foul on the MVP. Rocky Carrickle picks up his first personal. And the Archaeopteryx out of Germany will go to the line for two.
I think she's going to nail them both here. She's really, really effective off that line.
Annika Jung definitely one of the strongest shooters developing this team, and that's saying a lot coming from a team that's got Jamie Velasquez.
I heard Jamie on the program, was it last week, a week before? She was wonderful, absolutely wonderful girl. Would have loved to get her on the Spectrums, but didn't quite have that opportunity.
I gotta admit, she's been on a lot of teams. I'm be surprised that she's not been on the Spectrums already. But
trust me, we tried. Didn't quite get there.
She's her stock has definitely gone up really high since she's joined this Moonshiner club. It's been remarkable how much they've been able to help her open up her game. That's a foul there. Fastrikiel driving in, tried to make the basket, not able to connect, but draws a foul on Paul Terranura, so he picks up his first personal. And that will put Fastrikiel at the line for two.
I find it rather interesting. We're actually not seeing much out of Rocky Carrickle in this game. He was a pretty big determining factor in the last game between the Totems and Spectrums, but he's just not doing much in this one, and it's rather concerning.
I agree. Very good point there. I mean, it's already a 9-point game, and that's probably why you need the MVP to step it up.
One of the other things, too, is, there's just been absolutely crushing defense here. A lot of great height out here, and Rocky, as good as he is, I'm not the tallest guy, but he's not that much taller than me. Well, actually, no, I take it back. He's a lot taller than me.
I was about to say, Alan. I didn't want to say anything, but
even Fook is taller than me.
Yeah, you are a little bit vertically challenged, just a bit. No offense.
That's fine. I'm used to it.
The Brown Bear out of Palo Alto, California is good with both. Makes it Edmonton 28, Tennessee 35. Bounce pass inside, Terranura uncontested, and the Otter gets his first legitimate bucket.
That is absolutely beautiful. They just, Young brought it out, brought it in, and it just got right where it needed to go.
Back to a 9-point game, Edmonton 28, Tennessee 37. Parsons, deep woods, guarded by Jung. Otter passes it over to Fiora. Fiora behind the back pass, back to Parsons. Parsons is trying to drive in, back to Fiora. They're playing back and forth here with the ball. Fiora gets inside the kennel, puts it up. No good, but draws a foul. And that was on Wallace Butler. The Mackerel gets his first personal as Fiora gets a chance to go to the line to make it fluffy twice.
And this is where the Totems really need to catch up here, because while they're really good in the second half, if they don't, catch up a little bit more here, it's dangerous in the second half. And at the same time, the Moonshiners really want to work on padding their lead, because Totems are so notorious for coming back in the second half.
That's very true. That is going to be a big deal. The Moonshiners probably working on getting that lead for that cushion. And these Totems start running back. Rocky Carrickle opening up in previous games in the third. Renee Fiora keeps it fluffy, gets both of those balls. Edmonton 30, Tennessee 37, 7 minutes left in the second. Annika Jung with the inbound. Brings it up, guarded by Scott Parsons in the deep woods. Hands off to Butler. Penguin hands it back to the Archaeopteryx. Jung, hesitation dribble, trying to get around Scott. Spin move, Cunnell, kick out, Barker, wide open. Not able to connect from 22. Parsons with the recovery.
She had a lot of options going into that, and I don't think going to Butler was the right one there. I saw PT open, he could have taken it in, but just didn't go for it.
Definitely a lot of opportunities there. Carrickle loses the ball. Barker steals, robs from the MVP. Oh, man, not good at all. Holly Barker driving in, but Fastrekiel is there. She's got to get rid of it. That's a bad matchup. Back to Jung. Jung from three! Back of the iron, no good. And it just lands in Fastrekiel's paw. He didn't have to jump for that one. Hand off to Parsons. We're going the other way. The Otter out of Costa Mesa, California, stepping it up to the arc. Guarded by Jung. Isolating. Starts to dribble, tries to push inside, but she gets a wing on the way. Gets his way into the key, but then takes it out of the kennel. Back to Fiora. Fiora now from the free throw line. Blocked! Terranura with the recovery.
That's off to Barker, and he's off to the races. I think it's off to Jung.
Then Butler's got it. Buck at the shoulder, steps back out into the woods. Big pass, cross court. Barker, Holly back to Butler. Then over to the top of the key. Jung, they're running out of time. Barker from three. No good. But a loose ball foul. That was called on. Looks like Barry Carpenter just picked up his second personal, as there was some collision there between him and Lenny. Didn't see who he hit there. Was that Lenny Hicks?
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I was just following the hot potato match with the ball there.
Yeah, again, a little bit too aggressive there. We'll go the other way. It's a 7-point game. Edmonton 30, Tennessee 37. 5.5 minutes left in the second. Parsons isolating, top of the arc. Hesitation dribble, driving in, gets to the top of the kennel before kicking it out. Siegfried Romanen from 14, no good. Paul Terranura scoops it up in a big oily paw. Jung bringing the ball up.
Romanen had a really good shot there, and he was fully open. If he'd just taken a little bit longer, I think he could have lined that one up. But he's, getting a little bit greedy.
Monagoyak, perfect from 20 feet out.
And that's exactly how you should do it. He did take that time and set that shot.
Marvelous job by the Wolverine. He has been a difference maker for this team. Monagoyak, bravely taking the shot right off the reception. He had an open look, and he punished them for it. Carrickle from three. No good, in and out. One flap from Jung, rebound. She brings it up. Racing all the way, finds Barker down low. Barker gets the bucket and the foul. And that foul is on the MVP again. The second personal for Rocky Carrickle.
This is just not Rocky's night.
Not at all.
I wonder if Chain Link had a bad night or something, because he's just not acting like himself at all.
And that will give the boxer out of Norfolk a chance to make it a three-point play. And she does. Moonshiners getting a big boost from the ladies in this game. Edmonton calls a timeout as Tennessee goes up by 12. Edmonton 30, Tennessee 42.
Edmonton's got to figure out their lineup here, because the Moonshiners, no matter who they put on the floor, are organized. They're in control. I mean, yes, this is a home stadium, but at a certain point, that's a non-factor. So I think the Totems are really having a leadership crisis right now, is what I'm seeing. They don't seem to have a solid direction in their plays.
Well, they definitely need to figure out a way to steal back this momentum. Tennessee, very organized, looking like they're getting everything the way they want. But you're right, the Totems, sloppy with the plays. Tough pass inside, and it's stolen off the inbound. That's exactly what they have to prevent. Annika Jung getting a wing in front of the tough pass, and we're going the other way after the Totems inbound. Jung, kick out. Velasquez back on the floor. Pass inside, finds Monagoyak near the corner. He comes back out to the shoulder. Hand off to Velasquez. Velasquez slams the ball down off the wingtips. Doesn't go through the hoop, bounced off the rim, but she was fouled on the way there. Siegfried Romananen picks up his first personal as the Seagull goes to the line for 2.
Not quite a Korber, but I think she knew the foul was coming in, so she didn't even try pushing it. She didn't want to, cause any possible injury there or strain her wingtips.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I agree. Definitely, she was going for that dunk, but at the same time, she saw that there was that giant body in the way. Siegfried Romananen, just a beast on the low key. And there, I don't think she was making the huge effort to make the dunk. More, she wanted the contact. Got what she wanted. No dunk, ball bounced off, and normally you'd think that'd be an embarrassing play, but I think for this one, Velasquez just got exactly what she was looking for. She's already made it 1, and now she's got a chance to make it into 2.
And she does, and it's now a 14-point game. Tennessee 44, when the Edmonton Totems 30.
Brilliant job there by the Seagull out of Miami, Florida. Fristrikiel now with the rock. He's outside of his range, though, but he finds a wide-open Carrickle in the corner, and he misses! Rocky Carrickle wide open at the baseline.
And Monagoyak is there to just yank it down. I mean, he caught that pass right at the beginning that turned it right after that timeout. So he's doing a damn good job. Excuse me, I said a bad word there.
That's all right.
He's doing a darn good job of defense here.
Monagoyak from 3. Yes! Nothing but net! All right, I don't know what's going on, but Tennessee is absolutely on fire right now. At this rate, they might get doused before halftime.
But the thing is, they're not getting cocky, though. I mean, a lot of teams, when they get up this high, they start making big mistakes.
Carrickle misses another open look from 22. No excuses. That's exactly the shot he's supposed to make. Blocked. Lenny Hicks able to get a paw on the ball before Jamie Velasquez could hit that shot from inside. Scott Parsons brings it up. Hand off to Fristrikiel at the free throw line. Pass over to Hicks, wide open, and he hits it. Lenny Hicks able to hit that shot from 22 feet out. Gets the 2, makes it a 15-point game. Edmonton 32, Tennessee 47.
With about 2 minutes 40 left in the second quarter here, they've really got to start picking it up.
Barry Carpenter no good with that shot, but he's able to draw yet another foul on Siegfried Romananen, the rookie, picking up his second personal.
2 shots.
And that will put the Big Beaver at the line for 2.
How physical this game has been, I'm actually kind of surprised that's only his second personal foul. He is a very in-your-face player, no holds barred. I sometimes worry a little bit about some of my smaller ones going up against him because I've seen how he plays, and he doesn't hold anything back.
No, I was about to say the exact same thing. Siegfried Romananen, very physical, very active, highly athletic for his size. And you'd think that in an aggressive game like this, it's been so physical, could have picked up a lot more fouls. With 2 at the second, he's got on a good pace. Barry Carpenter puts up the second. And that's 2 points made by the Big Beaver out of Kentucky.
I don't think the Moonshiners have missed a free throw yet. And these are kind of like gifts the Totems are giving them.
No doubt. I mean, at this point, 17-point game already, and we haven't even gotten to the halftime. This is really not the game anyone was expecting. Parsons puts up the shot from the high key, and he gets it. Beautiful job with that tough floater, pressing up against Aragon Fisher. And the Otter proves he's a little bit more oily than Aragon in that shot. Going the other way, Aragon Fisher with it. Guarded by Parsons, isolating top of the arc. Lots of space for the 2. He's in no rush, though. Hand off Monagoyak, guarded by Hicks. Back to Fisher. Otter calling for space on the left side.
Go to Jamie here. No, he's going for it.
Goes to the kennel. Tough shot. He makes his own basket.
That was I did not think he was going to go in for that. That was just a giant mess in there, and he just played right through it.
Wow, no doubt. Apparently had something to prove there. He was really upset about Parsons hitting that bucket right in front of him. And so, hey, I can play that game too. Who's the oilier one here? Hicks now with the rock. Hand off to Carrickle. Carrickle guarded by Velasquez. Running out of time. Carrickle in the corner. Finally, Rocky Carrickle hits a bucket.
Chain link, it's about time you finally showed up.
Yeah, no doubt. We've been all waiting for you, Rocky. Fisher Gets to the heart of the kennel. Almost lost it there, but he holds on to it. Eve Pasillas gets a bucket off the glass. She got bowled over on that one. She wants a whistle, but nope, she's not getting it, so gonna have to go the other way. But yet again, Tennessee still getting a big boost from the ladies on their roster.
Yeah, Parsons was trying to go for it again, but he saw it wasn't going to go through. So instead of making a stupid mistake, got it out of there, and that was able to set up that shot perfectly.
From the key, from the top of the key, no good. Just after Rocky Carrickle hit that big shot before, not able to link up two of them, and he misses again. Bonagoyak from the corner, he misses as well. Back of the iron, bounced off into Romanarin's paws. Big Lion bringing it up, hand off to Carrickle. Cross court, Parsons. Pump fake, no bite on that one. Fisher guarding. Holding on to the ball, still in the triple threat. Passes to Frestrekiel at the baseline. Back to Parsons. Parsons does get the bite on his fake, and Parsons slings his way down the kennel and makes his way to that beautiful layup.
Burned a lot of time getting it there, but it's so nice to see that go in, because I really want to see the Tatums come back and make this a tight game.
Down to the last 5 seconds of the first half. Fisher, shot clock turned off, gets to the kennel, in front of Frestrekiel, and he gets the final bucket of the first half.
That was with 0.3 seconds to spare.
Unbelievable, and in front of Frestrekiel, no less. The little otter just showing no fear. I don't care how big the bear is. He gets his bucket, and we'll go into this one with Tennessee with a massive lead. It's Edmonton 38, Moonshiners 55.